Hey guys, this is Joe Romero from the Talus Company. I want to talk to you today about our data discovery and classification product and how that works hand in hand with our transparent encryption. So, a lot of customers have been coming to us and saying, hey, we need to get our hands around this. How do we do this? We know we have data out there, but we're missing that discovery piece. And we're also missing, once we discover that, how do we classify it? Do we need to encrypt it? Do we not need to encrypt it? Can you guys help us on that journey? So we do have data discovery and classification, and then to remediate that, once we find the data and identify that it does need to be encrypted, we use our CipherTrust transparent encryption. So I want to show you one of my Windows 2016 servers to start off with. And we can see we're going to go into a folder, and I have some unstructured data in there. In this medicals document folder, it actually has a lot of social security numbers, credit card numbers, personal identification numbers. So this isn't good, right? I'm logged in as administrator. I have full rights to look at all this stuff. It's not encrypted. Who knows who else is looking at stuff like this? This is not a good thing. This is what we want to avoid. We need to identify files like this and then apply a layer of encryption over that. So let me go over here. I'm going to go into our data discovery and classification product. I'm going to go over to our scan locations for scanning physical locations. And if we go into this scan, I'm going to show you the data store. So the data store is a Windows 2016 server that I just showed you guys. So we have that server selected. The target is going to be the C drive test 10 folder. That's where I opened up the medical documents folder. We can see the credit card numbers, other pertinent information that should not be in clear text. We also have a remediation. So what that's telling me is I'm searching for certain things, and I'm going to remediate those. I'm going to show you that as we run this scan and then remediate the data that's in there. Classification profile. I've selected GDPR financial. So if I ran that scan, I'm going to go over to my reports since I run my scan. I'm going to actually view my report off of that scan that I just ran. Okay, great. So let's see. It got my server. It hit the path that I listed, which was test 10. And if I go to data objects, I can see that it found the medical incidents docs. And also, if I expand that, the CipherTrust transparent encryption, which I mentioned before, there's a policy that's tied to this. So you can see I was searching for the GDPR financial information. I only want to allow this user to have access to that file. And I want everybody else to be denied access. I don't want an administrator or any other user at this point to be able to see that file. But I know this specific user needs to have access to that file. So I'm going to grant that specific user access to that file. So now, disconnect from here. If you remember, I said I was going to lock out administrator because you can see right here, this is the only credentialed user that now has access to that file where the GDPR information has been found. So let's just go over here. Let's go ahead and we'll connect as administrator. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and go to that folder structure. Remember, I'm in as administrator right now. I shouldn't be able to see any of this data in clear text. Excellent, it's encrypted. So as you can see, the synergy between those two products in a single pane of glass, I scanned a file, I applied a policy to the file, and if it met certain GDPR criteria, it's going to encrypt that file. So that's exactly what it did. It found GDPR information that was in this file, so it encrypted the entire file. Now, administrator, we want that person to be able to see stuff in clear text that's not within that tagged information that we discovered. So if I go over here, administrator can still open up files that weren't scanned and encrypted for the GDPR information. So we're not locking administrator out of everything. We're locking that user out of things that did not get hit on that data discovery policy for GDPR information. So now, if I log in as the specific MBKYEY user that needs to have access to that GDPR information, ideally this user should be able to see that data in clear text. Okay, great. This user is able to see exactly what we wanted. So just to give you a little highlight, if we go back to CipherTrust Manager, you can see when we ran this scan, we were looking for GDPR information. There's info types in there. The info types that we found are Visa numbers and MasterCard numbers. And they were all found in this file. So we encrypted that file and we allowed this specific credential user to have access to the file. And we locked out administrator and every other user, as I just showed you. So pretty cool, guys. You know, single pane of glass. We can discover, we can classify, we can do everything within this product. And it's really allowing us to, you know, move forward and do multiple things from a single pane of glass. Before, you know, it was different, right? We had a lot of tools and functionality, and really that missing piece of the customer journey was being able to classify that data, discover it, tag certain things, whether it's HIPAA, PII, GDPR, and the list goes on. And really, once we find that data, how do we take our tool set, CipherTrust Transparent Encryption, and encrypt that data? So we, you know, identify, classify, and then remediate that data. So I just want to show you guys a little bit of how that worked today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to Talis. Again, my name is Joseph Romero. I just love helping customers in this journey. We know there's a lot of data out there that needs to be defined and figured out where it's at. The whole idea is we're here to protect our customers. So guys, again, thank you for your time and reach out to us with any questions. Thank you so much. Bye.